Hello, everybody. I hope you've all been happy, healthy, and well, guys. This is what I want to hear. And welcome to my channel. So, those of you who've been with me since the beginning, you guys know that I used to love to do readings outside. It was my favorite, and still really is my favorite place to do readings. But those of you may remember too, last year around this time, I got some new neighbors, and they are a little loud, and that's kind of an understatement. They're actually very loud, and it really took away my ability to enjoy my yard on a regular basis. Kind of the peace and quiet of the neighborhood kind of went away. And I've been here for 30 years. But with that being said, I try now to do readings outside, or I'm going to try and do them when I can, and kind of work around what's going on next door. But sometimes it even gets to the point where I can't even be in my room, kind of in peace and quiet, because the music is very loud. But you know what? I work around it and I do what I can. But this is still my favorite place to do readings, out in my yard. So it's the first one of the year. Hopefully, many more to come. But so I felt guided to do a reading today. Kind of like a message of the day. And let's just get started with what I feel. So the first card that wanted to come out is the Hangman. There's an energy coming through here of, I feel like, when life puts you in circumstances, life is sometimes very unpredictable. And, when work is stressful, when maybe the people around you, are, kind of, you may feel like, oh, things are just bringing me down. I'm overwhelmed. I'm tired from work. Like this is the kind of energy that this feels like to me. And it can even be, things like maybe having a lot of responsibilities, taking on a challenge kind of in life, or even just the way your life is structured. Your friends, your family, these kinds of things. Like in other words, what I'm trying to say is like your obligations. And what it feels like even as well is, like general kind of, I want to say like nuisances, things that you view or things that actually are a nuisance, kind of to your existence, that may take away from your peace. There's kind of this energy here of, it's kind of one of two things. You will either have to, I feel, work on your, like, do something about it, but there are like kind of two different ways to do this. You can either change the way you view it, or work to change that which it is in your life. Because I feel like it's almost with this Hangman, there's almost like this, I don't know what I'm gonna do, like it's so stressful. Like, okay, it's kind of like an energy of, again, adjusting one's viewpoint, or making changes so that it is bearable. So let's say it's something like you just have a little too much on your plate, or maybe what you've been doing, right, your routine, your daily, weekly, monthly, whatever obligations, it may just getting a little too much, right? And I think we all sometimes can feel that way. When we can't keep going 25, 8, 366. There's a big energy here, though, like when that energy comes in, that feeling of kind of, overwhelmed, or again, like, oh, this is so annoying, whatever it is, like when you're feeling like you're getting stuck, you must make an adjustment. So that can mean maybe asking for help when it is needed, or maybe even, like taking a little break. And I think taking a break, is one of those things in life that really recharges us, and puts us back into a really good place where, we won't begrudge our obligations. We won't begrudge these kinds of things, but it's more when we get overwhelmed, we can start to begrudge things even, that maybe we shouldn't as well. And I think, see, as I'm cutting the deck here, there's the Five of Pentacles. It's almost like this energy of, okay, like I need a break or I need some help. And what I feel is if you're in one of those situations, where you can, lean on your friends a little bit, lean on your family, lean on, whoever it is in your life that can assist you, do that. Hold on. This is one of my favorite parts of doing readings outside, was you never knew what the wind was going to do. Hold on. Okay. There is a big energy coming through, though, of, I think, asking for help when it is needed, okay? Or kind of knowing maybe that, you are somewhat in control of how you handle things, how you do things, and always remember that. But I feel also there's this energy of, like, help is available to you should you ask. And never forget that. Don't feel that you need to do everything alone or everything, by yourself, for yourself, whatever. The right people will help you. And I also feel an energy here. See, there's on the bottom of the deck is the Seven of Pentacles. There's almost like this energy. This is what you want to try to maintain, I feel, in your life. It's just this kind of feeling of, hey, I work, I do my things, I take care of my friends, my family, but also you deserve to be, or to have your efforts reciprocated when it's needed. Especially if you're more like, it's kind of like a helper, or, someone who does for others, right? It will need to be reciprocated to you at some point. But I also feel like taking a break when it is needed. That's what'll put you in an energy to be able to enjoy your life and really be able to help yourself and help others. Kind of like a mixture, of you can't pour from an empty cup, right? But at the same time, you kind of need to fulfill your obligations as well. Sometimes you do need to do things, right, that are a little uncomfortable, that are a little overwhelming, that are can be a little draining. But there must come a time, though, where you rebalance it. Okay, now this is interesting. The moon just came out. There's almost this energy of, it's funny, and there came the Seven of Pentacles again. It's almost this energy, of one, I'm getting more like a sleep schedule with this, or a kind of scheduling it in where you can relax, where you make time to relax, to rest, now whether, again, it is sleep schedule, it could even just be leisure time. Because for me, this moon is symbolizing, like the natural cycle of things, right? There is a day and there is a night. And at nighttime, well, unless you're like me, at nighttime is when I'm usually active. But there must always be a balance. So what is your day and what is your night? You must make time to kind of close off and rest, rejuvenate. So that you can maintain this. See, that's funny. This kind of flipped reverse. If you do too much, you will lose your grace. You must balance it. See, there's this energy of like work hard. Funny, the Three of Pentacles now. Work hard, but play hard. Work hard, but, ensure that you're getting your rest in. Now, there's the Five of Swords, the Nine of Swords. This is like an energy too of, like, let's say there is a circumstance in your life, again, like, be it an aggressor, a nuisance, something that's taking away from your peace. There isn't a call here, I feel, to confront it, to address it. Now, it doesn't have to be some major, blowout, but it's more like an energy of, what you allow will continue in your life. And it can be, I'm feeling like two different things. It's either the way you're looking at it, or maybe it does just need to be confronted. But the more you fear it, the more you don't do anything. It's not going to change either way. If you do nothing, circumstances will not change. Funny how I said the music. Here it comes. See, I thought I was going to be free, but wait. Well, these just fell right out. Let me see here. Oh, wow. The Seven of Cups and the Eight of Swords. Two of Swords. I also feel there's an energy here of, like people who, again, maybe ask for maybe a little too much, right, from you. I feel here, this can even be job related, family. It can really be anything. But I'm feeling it's more like an energy of know your limits. There are some things that are your job, some things that are not your job. Some things that are your problem, some things that are not. And I think part of being kind of graceful, you have to know, I should say this, like, know when to let other people deal with what they need to deal with. You can't clean up everybody's messes all the time. Do for them, especially in the workplace too. Hey, or even I'm feeling like obligations on your time. Know when to say no. When to let someone do their job. Even if it comes to things like work schedules, availability, you don't have to be married to your job. There's that High Priestess. See, I get an energy here of you. This is maybe a time, if you're feeling this, you need to make time to rest, to rejuvenate. Know when to maybe pull back and give a little bit less. And I also feel like, see, that will help with this. See, this Five of Cups energy, it's like kind of feeling overwhelmed, tired, worrying, these kinds of things. It will allow you to kind of take a step back and be in a better place mentally, emotionally. And there's the Star, see? And I also feel it is like you will feel better in your life overall. See? What beautiful energy that is. I also feel an energy here of leaning on one's friends when it is needed. If you do for others, then, eventually there's a time, right, where, they may need to do a little for you. And I also feel this, again, is maybe kind of having harmonious relationships in your life where, people just do, when someone sees you struggle, someone just does it without you almost having to ask. But it's less of not having to ask. It's more like when it's asked, it just happens. And the vice versa. But also, when someone's just not in the mood, or when they're emotionally unavailable to do so, I think being honest about that. So let's say you're a little overwhelmed, or maybe they're a little overwhelmed. you need people who are able to communicate these things so that you can both help each other. Okay, to stay kind of in this gorgeous, see, she keeps coming out, this gorgeous kind of energy. So that's what I feel. And I do hope this resonated with some of you out there. I'm sending you much love. Bye-bye now.